All right, welcome back to Crucial Convo. I'm hoping this is not what I think it is. In the wake of Charlie Kirk's murder, there has been a 21-year-old kid or 21-year-old man named Demartravion Reed, or Trey Reed, was found hanging from a tree. This story's still breaking.
We're following tonight at 6, the tragic death of a student at Delta State University. The body of a freshman at the university located in Cleveland, Mississippi, was found sadly hanging from a tree on campus early this morning. Disturbing for all of those on campus. Officials with the university say there is no evidence of foul play. WRG's Mike Sirianni has more from the Delta State campus.
So let's put a couple of things together. You have Mississippi, you have young black men, and then you have hanging from a tree and no foul play. So those are some of the first things that stick out from this story that I'm wondering how do we get to no foul play? Because I don't know if this is going to be a suicide. Let me let this play though.
Earlier today, Delta State staff discovered a deceased individual on campus. University police and local authorities were immediately notified and are conducting an active investigation.
During a Monday afternoon press conference on the campus of Delta State University, it was announced the body of 21-year-old Demartravion Trey Reed of Grenada, a freshman at DSU, was found hanging from a tree near the pickleball courts not far from the campus cafeteria.
I've spoken to Trey's family and expressed our heartbreak.
The discovery was made just after 7 a.m. Classes, as well as several events associated with the university's centennial, were canceled.
At this time, there's no evidence of foul play.
A joint investigation is being conducted by DSU Police, the Cleveland PD, Bolivar County Sheriff's Department, and the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. University officials stress their belief the Delta State campus is one of the safest in Mississippi.
There is no evidence of a threat to campus, and there's no evidence that the campus is unsafe at this point. So I expect we will resume normal operations as soon as possible.
Here's my thoughts so far. Obviously, the medical examiner has the body and is going to do some further investigation. But from what I'm hearing, he had two broken legs or one broken leg and was hanging from a tree. So the first thing that I'm thinking is that it's going to be hard to say there's no foul play. 21-year-old kids do commit suicide, but hanging from a tree, I don't think so. Somebody had to put him in that tree. Suicide, I'm not really buying that right now, because if they say there's no foul play, then the only other conclusion you can come to would be suicide. So I don't believe that it was suicide. And again, like my other thing about this is I think the investigators, the sheriff, and the school faculty do not want to cause panic. If that's the case, I think that that's actually a bad thing. One of the episodes we did a couple days ago, and I was saying that, hey, I don't think that black people are in danger following Charlie Kirk's murder. Now, a lot of people have been speculating, obviously, because right after Kirk's murder, I believe it was either 3 or 4 HBCUs, or it might have been up to 5 or 6. I forget the number, but they were receiving death threats. Now, I said, it could be just anybody making those threats. And, now I look at this and I'm like, not that we know that this is tied to Charlie Kirk's murder, but point being is this has been a very crazy September already, and we're just halfway through it. So not that we know that it's tied to Kirk's murder, but the temperature in the air right now, a lot of black people, particularly in colleges, HBCUs, have been on alert because of the threats. I don't understand how they can say there's no foul play suspected, because even if he had no broken bones, how the hell did he get in a tree? How did this kid put himself in a tree? How do you hang yourself in a tree? I mean, I guess it's possible, but it just doesn't seem like it makes any sense. So the Delta State University police officer Michael Peeler said that Reed was found at 7 a.m. hanging from the tree. The coroner's office has Reed's body, like I said, and they are going to do further tests to determine what led to his death. So, again, I never actually been to Mississippi, but Mississippi is, again, I'm not knocking the whole state, but it's just one of them places that I think about I think about Mississippi burning, and I think about Mississippi as being one of those places that were obviously one of the hotbeds of discrimination and racial violence and lynching and hanging during civil rights and Jim Crow and, further back before that. Obviously, there's a lot of places in the South that happened, but Mississippi, to me, in my mind, is always like the central southern state that I think of when it comes to that type of violence. So we're going to see what happens. Right now, like I said, they're saying that there's no foul play to be suspected. The president and the counselors are saying that there are services available to students. And I think that the Delta State Police right now, they are, reiterating that the campus is safe. And I think that they don't want to cause any further uproar. But again, if it comes out, like I said, I think it's foul play. But when it officially comes out that it's foul play, the school is going to really have to answer for that, in the sense that, if students are in danger and something like this is happening, people need to be on high alert. And the idea that it's safe, again, there's something about this story doesn't make sense to me, and it just is alarming. So I would say for right now, we're going to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think that this was a hate crime. It's looking like that. And right now in 2025, for something like that to happen, black kid, young, Mississippi, this is not looking good. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Crucial Convo.